spring forward. It sounds so nice. Yes, I want to feel those warmer spring temps. Yes, I want to see something green. But no, I do not want to mess up my sleep pattern. Why do we do this anyway? DST. Daylight Saving Time. This is the right way to say it. A whole lot of people want to add an S to the savings, but there is no S in Daylight Saving Time. And you may have heard that Ben Franklin created DST. In reality, he wrote a satirical essay suggesting that Parisians could save on candles if they just got up a little earlier and made use of the morning light. He was really proposing they change their sleep schedule, not time itself. The Uniform Time Act went into effect in 1967 here in the U.S., standardizing time in our country. It created a nationwide daylight saving time schedule in spring and fall. The law allows states to opt out of the schedule and remain on standard time all year round, which is why Hawaii, most of Arizona, and U.S. territories do not change their clocks. Now, the time change, of course, happens this weekend, so you'll be springing forward. That means you are changing your clocks ahead 1 hour. The official time change happens at 2 a.m. on Sunday. I will say I have never stayed up so that I can set my clock back at 2 a.m. I always change it the night before. What about you people?
Yeah, you can do it whenever you'd like to.
You can.
I usually do it on Saturday.
Before you go to bed.
I guess, yeah.
It all depends on what it's on, too. I mean, like, I have been known to leave the microwave until we end daylight saving time, so then you don't even have to change
the whole
it.
6 months?
The whole 6 months, because whatever. But it all depends. I mean, some things you do change, right? Some things you don't have to change.
Right.
I have an alarm clock.
Yes.
It has a
button
DSD
for daylight saving
button
time. Yes.
on it.
Wow.
Yes.
How lame is
That's
that?
I love it.
button.
I think that's great. I think that's great. I asked folks on my Facebook page about it, and I said, when do you change your clocks? Before you go to bed, when you wake up, or meh, they'll eventually get changed, right? The first person who commented said, he changes them at 2 a.m. like we're supposed to. Now, I think that's a joke, because that does not really happen. But everyone else said, right before bed, right before bed, right before bed.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, the joke was always that the car was the hardest
Yes,
clock
it
to
was.
change
True.
in the world. Now that's just an outdated joke, because it's really a pretty easy thing now to change.
Unless you're still driving that 2005 car, because
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them will just change on their own now. And
Sure.
I mean, obviously your phone does that. Probably the big annoyance for a lot of people this week is they just reset their clocks yesterday after power went out, and now they'll have to do it again.
do it
on
again.
Sunday.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, the microwave
Yeah.
to me is the thing, right? Inevitably, there are people who are going to forget. They're going to show up to church early or late, depending on what the season is. It happens every single year.
Shoot. That's
Or,
too bad.
you know, I don't know if I think I'm envious of Arizona because they don't have to talk about this stuff.
They're like,
But
what?
then they don't ever get a lovely 8 o'clock sunset like we do in the
See?
summertime.
There's that.
True.
Take
Maybe
it
they
where
have
you
other
can
things
find
they
it.
look forward to.
Enjoy the spring forward.
I'm ready for it.
Set your clocks back whenever you want.
We'll be right back.
Take a nap.